It's my time. It's your time. It's your time. It's my time. It's your time. It's your time.
What is going on, everybody? I just wanted to kind of pop on here real quick just to give a little bit of an explanation of the podcast that we're working on here. Um, Sorry, I hope the equipment and everything is working all right. This is all new stuff, so uh, like I said, just wanted to pop on here real quick just to go over what we're doing on this podcast. Besides all the social media websites, sorry, I have notes. Um, the website and everything else we've been working on. We also put some time and money into the new equipment, which is for professional mics, professional headphones, mixers, and everything else to try to get the sound quality as best as possible. Right now, I'm hoping I go back and listen and hope everything is adjusted correctly. If you do pop on, you can just leave a message and let me know, or a comment and let me know how everything sounds. I'm hoping I have adjusted everything just right. Uh, the new podcast is us doing something that we love, which is just a few things. One of my biggest things is I like meeting and chatting with new people. Does not matter the background or anything like that. If you have a story, let us help you tell it, and we'll ask some questions on the way. There's some people out there that your story may um, kind of reflect with them. Might be going through some of the same things you are or have, and if you overcame them, anything like that, it may help somebody else down the road. Um, Also, promotions, not really promotions, but kind of sort of. Uh, I really like helping people get to their next goal, just like I try to push myself to reach different goals. And whether it be a new listener of the podcast that has a story, um, you're a customer, an employee, business partner, anything like that. Um, we kind of want to help get any kind of stories, anything like that out there. Sorry, I have a bunch of different notes, but we are not committed to one niche as far as the guests that we would like to have on, the conversations that we will have. There's really going to be no set direct basically order that we're going to go in. So it's not going to be just all music. It's not going to be all just small businesses. It's not going to be all just RC. It's not going to be things like that. It's going to be a wide range of things. Some will be marketing questions. Some will be, like the music industry and locally, stuff like that. Like I said, we're trying to reach, help people reach their goals, whether it be promoting them as far as on YouTube, Facebook when we have them on, stuff like that. Small businesses, if you're just starting up. A buddy of mine, Sling Toys, he's working on a sign for us as well. He's a sponsor of the channel. Obviously, it's not a paid sponsorship, but it's basically, like I said, it's a friendly thing between um, I and him. We became pretty good friends. Uh, we're both nerds into the RC stuff, so that kind of helps. But like I said, if you have a small business that you're starting up, or you have established and you just kind of want to tell people about it, we would love to have you on. Same thing if you're um, not even a famous recording artist. Let's face it, this is a brand new podcast, so that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. So, and if you're wondering where I'm looking up at the main screen, so I don't have to keep looking at the laptop. Plus, I have the broadcasting stuff down here. So, Plus, I have a tablet in front of me, so I remember all my notes. But once again, like I said, it's going to be more for kind of promoting others to help them hopefully succeed in what they're aiming for. So I'm just going through everything, making sure I have some information here for everybody. So another thing is if you would like to reach out to us to be on the podcast, obviously I will have a few others on here as far as um, kind of like being other podcasters with me, a couple friends. But if you would like to get on the show or the podcast or whatever you guys want to call it, I will call it a podcast because we're going to do one or two each week. We will probably release them on Monday mornings as you're on your way to work. We will do some lives, stuff like that. If you would like to be on, this is where I'm going to go with this. There's a few different ways. You can go to the website and contact us through there. I'm going to put the links all in the description when I'm all done with this. You can go on the Facebook page. You can go on Instagram. You can go on. Basically, there's a wide range of places that you can reach us. We'll also eventually have a call-in line as well that you guys can call or text if you want to be on the podcast. Right now, I got some cables ordered to be able to link the phone to the broadcasting software. So, if you would like to come on and you don't feel comfortable in front of the camera, you don't want to be in front of the camera, that's fine as well. We could just record the audio and then put the podcast on later. If you would like to be recorded on camera, but you don't want to be live, we can do that too. We can pre-record it. Obviously, the questions will be different between each guest as far as what we'll ask. Most of the time, it'll just be random. We'll just be talking and just go through as things pop up. We'll get a little bit more in detail with them. But like I said, if you would like to be on, whether you're a musician, you have a small business you're starting, I don't really want to do like bashing of companies. So if you're an ex-employee wanting to talk about a bad experience at a job, we don't really want to get into that. Obviously, things like that will come up depending on the conversation, but if we could kind of keep the name bashing down, that would be great. But like I said, I mean, if there's, like I said, a small business, just you have a story, you went through something in life, and you think it would help somebody else by telling a story and how you overcame something, we would also like to hear about that as well. Like I said, obviously myself and the other few that I'll have on here, they'll be asking you different questions. They might have a different question than I have. Like I said, if we go live, there will be others that may ask questions as well. As we get into it, we may have some phone questions, so we may have people call in where you can actually talk to them. If you don't want to be in our little studio area, that is perfectly fine. We also have a system set up where we can send you a link and you can go live right from your house, your home office. Not while you're driving, please, because I don't want to get in trouble for that. But so there's multiple different ways that we can have you on without you actually having to be here. So, like I said, I mean, if you don't feel comfortable in front of the camera, that is perfectly fine. If you just want to come in here and we can just record the audio, no cameras, that's perfectly fine as well. But once again, you can reach us on Facebook. Our email address is on the website. Instagram, TikTok, we're pretty much all over the place. Starting to go a little bit bigger than we are already, because let's face it, I mean, we just got all the broadcasting software and all the new mics and everything, and we haven't even did a podcast yet. So, but obviously the back end comes first. But we're getting everything together. We are definitely getting everything together. We have a temporary setup. Eventually, it'll be more comfortable in the studio as far as couches and stuff like that. But obviously, we have to start small right now. This works. It's comfortable. It does the job. But like I said, there's more to come. We're probably going to release our actually first official podcast probably in the next 2 weeks, I want to say. Right now we just want to compile our guests and talk to people and see who we feel would be awesome to be on here first, second, third, and so on and so on. We won't always go on a first come first serve basis. So if we're talking to a musician one day and then there's another musician that actually kind of works with the last one, we'll kind of keep that in order. Same thing with the business. If we're working with a small business, we'll probably do a few small businesses in a row. So there will always be something going on as far as consistency. We hope, anyways. There may be a few that. Thank you, Bob. How's the audio sound? That's one thing I'm really, really worried about. I put up fake walls. They move. They're not very nailed down too good. But like I said, we're still working on the linking the phone to the broadcasting software. I'm hoping I have the right cables coming in. Sorry about all the ums. I just got home from work and I was running a little late on trying to get everything set up. So once again, still working on the phones. Hopefully we have the new cables coming in, I think this weekend, so we can try that and dial that in. Just trying to get everything set. Okay, good. For the amount of money we paid for this, I hope it sounds good. But like I said, trying to get it so that when we do our first podcast, it's easy for you guys to call in, easy for you guys to message like our buddy Bob is doing right now on the chat. Big screen on there so our guests can actually see what is being said without having to look at the monitor over here. So trying to make it easy for everybody. Brand new headsets. Obviously, we'll wear those for the podcast because it'll just be easier, especially if we have others coming in and talking. It won't be such an echo through their end and our end. We will be on basically every major podcast except for Apple right now. Well, that's because Howard Stern's not in it for the sound quality. He's in it for something else. I think you know how what I mean about that. So, but like I said, we're going to be on mostly all of the major podcast sites. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. But your Spotify's, your Amazon, yada, 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 down the road. Like I said, Apple, we're still working on. We're having some ID issues. So I'm hoping to have that figured out by hopefully the end of the weekend. So, but like I said, you can also go onto our Podbean site. It's basically it's a site just for our podcast. It's separate from the website. It just has everything to do with our podcast as far as episodes, some things to come, podcasts that are waiting to be released, yada, 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 all that other fun stuff. So that's going to be another thing. You can you can go on there. They have a live player so that you can actually just listen on there if you really wanted to. But I know most will listen on their headphones. So next would be any questions, comments. You have somebody that wants to be on the show. They have a small business they want to promote, so on and so forth. Like I said, we're doing this. We're doing this not to become like this big podcast. because obviously we ain't going to be able to fill Joe Rogan's shoes there, because I think he just got an explicit contract with Spotify for some big chunk of change. That would be cool if we did that, but I already know we're sitting in a house in Buffalo with big wood. So I know that's not going to happen anytime soon. But like I said, it's more of a kind of a promotional podcast, especially for the local area. That's where we want to start helping out the locals as far as small businesses. I see so many new small businesses popping up. It would be cool to have them on. If it reaches somebody in Pennsylvania and they could get a customer from Pennsylvania or Ohio or Florida or something like that, that helps them out. That's awesome. Um, Same thing with a musician. It can go down the road as far as who it can help, who it can get to. Like I said, we're going to be all over YouTube, TikTok. Everything that is recorded will be cut up into short form content and distributed all over the place on, like I said, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels. So we're going to kind of market this as something bigger than it really is right now. And we're hoping it becomes big because, like I said, this is what I like doing. I like having conversations. Sometimes this is easier, especially in the wintertime, but it's really more about helping others grow as far as their business, music. Like I have friends that are in the music industry. My brother was a musician, a guitar player for a band for I think 1 or 2 years. But in saying that, like I said, it's more to help people grow, maybe connect. Maybe you can, buddy of mine, Ricky, he actually just recorded a song with somebody from California. So if we can help you link up, awesome, awesome. But like I said, that's really just the gist of it. I'm not gonna babble on for the next 20 minutes like I usually do. So I just wanted to pop on and give you some basic info. But like I said, if you have somebody that wants to come on, um, you want to come on, tell a story. I mean, obviously, we're going to pick you apart with questions. Obviously, we're not going to sit here and make you feel uncomfortable, but we also want to get to the who, what, where, why, and when kind of thing. I think that's how it goes. I was never good in school. So, like I said, just a little short video about what's going to happen next time. I'll have a few others on. Like I said, you want to get on, you want to talk, tell a story, promote your business, feel free to get in touch. Like I said, I'll have our Facebook. Obviously, YouTube's kind of hard to get a hold of us other than asking questions in the comment section. So if you go to our website, which will also be linked there, there's a form you could get a hold of us, a contact us form, which will go right to my email, which goes right to my phone or my tablet. That's usually always on me. So once again, get in touch, and we'll probably see everybody in the next couple of weeks with the first official podcast. So thanks for joining. Bob, we miss you. And thanks for telling me the sound quality sounds amazing or good. I don't know if it's actually amazing, but yeah, take care, everybody. And now I have to try to look at the computer and the stream. All right, take care, everyone. Talk to you soon.